This is in the middle of the Mojave Desert at sunrise.
It's cold and dark, and there's literally no one around for miles.
A human body lies in the midst of this nothingness.
His hands are bound behind his back. His legs are bound together.
He's not moving, he's bloody. The question is, what happened here?
What happened indeed? Now, I've spent years covering what has to be one of the most incredible stories I've ever heard about. And it all began in Newport Beach, California.
Newport Beach is a beach community.
If you have more money than you know what to do with, a lot of people move to Newport Beach. I mean, Beverly Hills is fine, but you can't have your yacht in Beverly Hills.
Just beautiful, sparkling ocean, sailboats, beautiful people, not at all the kind of place where you would expect something terrible to happen.
Mary Barnes had just come to California from Florida.
Mary has just moved into this house with her boyfriend and his roommate, this guy Michael.
Now, we've agreed to only use Michael's first name and not to show his face.
Michael had been renting a room in the house for about 8 months, and Mary had just moved in with her boyfriend like 2 days before. So Michael was suddenly her brand new roommate too.
It was a 4-bedroom house, a block from the beach. It was just a nice house.
When you first met him, your roommate, do you recall what your impression was of him?
Yeah, he was a very friendly guy, kind of like a teddy bear. You kind of want to hug him.
She has no idea who he is or even what business he's in. She essentially knows nothing about this guy.
28-year-old Michael was a young businessman. He took advantage of the new laws in California that allowed the sale of medical marijuana.
He's in the marijuana business, but he's not a shady drug dealer. He is a legitimate businessman.
Yes, a legitimate businessman, but with one odd twist. Now, medical marijuana was legal in the state of California, but illegal federally. That meant that people like Michael couldn't do business with banks. That means no credit cards, no checks. This is a cash-only business.
For unscrupulous people, you're looking to get cash. You know who has cash.
It's a typical Monday night, early fall here in Southern California.
We're talking 70 degrees, clear sky.
There's 2 people inside the house. There's Michael and there's Mary.
That particular night, her boyfriend was out of town on business. Both of them were sleeping on the 2nd floor. Mary was sleeping in a master bedroom, and Michael was sleeping on a couch in a recreation room.
They could not even imagine the night that they were about to have. Right around 2:30 in the morning, all chaos breaks.
Suddenly, masked men are in this house.
Mary wakes up with a cold piece of metal on the back of her neck, and she immediately realizes it's the barrel of a gun.
A man leaned down next to my ear and whispered, "Don't worry, this is not about you." He slapped a piece of tape on my mouth, and then he zip-tied my hands, zip-tied my ankles together.
She is blindfolded and is immediately taken out of bed. As he's carrying her downstairs, she can hear the cries from Michael. And Michael is fighting for his life at that point.
They asked him once, "Where's the money?" And he said, "I have $2,000 in a sock in the drawer in my room." Not that. The $1 million.
$1 million.
Where's the $1 million? Within just a few minutes, I heard them dragging him down the steps.
Each time he hits a step, bang, bang, bang. He has no clue who this is or why it's happening. He just knows everything is a nightmare.
It's not until they hear a vehicle pull up that they realize that this is much, much worse than they thought.
They're not stealing from him. They're actually going to kidnap him.
The suspects loaded Michael and Mary into their vehicle.
2 of the men are in the back with Mary and Michael, while a third is driving.
We can only imagine the terror.
We were definitely on a highway. It kept bouncing. It was on my side.
Michael's taking it as brutal a beating as you can possibly imagine.
Do you hear what's going on next to you?
Yes, it was horrible.
They beat him repeatedly all over his body with a rubber hose.
He's also getting shocked with a stun gun.
He's getting burned by a blowtorch. And they're continuously asking for one thing, the $1 million.
It's really heinous. This man has no mercy.
He kept saying, I don't have $1 million.
Did he offer them something else?
He did. He said, I have $100,000 in a safety deposit box. I can get it for you tomorrow.
What did they say?
Not good enough.
She hears him grunting in pain, and this goes on for hours.
And you're saying that the whole time your roommate was being tortured?
The entire time.
Are you thinking, is this ever going to end?
Yeah.
At one point, you know, even in blindfolds, they can tell that they slow down.
It appears they've gotten off the highway because they can hear the crunch of gravel.
I was just filled with terror. A gut feeling of these could be my last moments on Earth.
It's like something out of a gangster movie, like where you take somebody when you want to get rid of them.
I was praying. I was praying a lot. I didn't want to die.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.